जय गंगा मैया।
जय गंगा मैया। हाँ हाँ हाँ
लाइक कमेंट शेयर।
हाँ थैंक यू।
आप लाइक कमेंट और शेयर जरूर करेंगे वीडियो का, है ना? जय गंगा मैया।
हर हर महादेव. The water also, like we were standing there. Har Har Gange. This is not just a journey, it is a calling, a sacred meeting point of faith and nature. Today, I begin a soul stirring journey to the origin of India's holiest river, the mighty river Ganga. High up in the Garhwal Himalayas, nestled at an altitude of over 10,000 feet, lies a divine town, Gangotri. Here, the view of snow capped peaks, pine scented winds, time feels slower and the soul lighter. This isn't just a trip through mountains, this is a spiritual journey within. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel or welcome back to my another travel vlog. I've just woken up in the stunning mountain town and I can already feel the magic of Himalayas. Time now is 5:44 a.m. and we are off to explore Gangotri today. So let's get going for a day full of travel, scenic views, stories, and unforgettable moments. Come along with me as we begin this divine adventure as I walk along with the river banks, meet Pandit Ji's, witness the history and also some story to tell and feel divine presence of Ma Ganga. Let's take a quick look at our route from Haridwar to Gangotri. It is a journey of about 290 kilometers, which usually takes 10 to 12 hours by road. We stayed at Haridwar and proceeded our drive towards Rishikesh, which is a gateway to the Garhwal Himalayas. Slowly, the road gradually winds up towards the hill town of Narendranagar and further to Chamba. From there, terrain becomes more mountainous, reaching Uttarkashi as we pass through valleys and villages. A major halt or a stop place. From Uttarkashi, we continued along with Bhagirathi River, crossing Batwari, which is famous for hot springs, and Harsil, a breathtaking valley surrounded by pine forests and deodar forests. The final stretch from Harsil to Gangotri is around 25 kilometers, with sharp turns, narrow single lane ghats, waterfalls, and snow covered peaks in the distance. The best time to visit is from May to early October. During July to August, monsoon brings landslides and heavy rains, which is not ideal for travel. September to October, crisp skies, stunning views, and the beautiful autumn colors is also an ideal time to visit. After mid October, the temple closes for winter and the entire region gets covered in heavy snow. So don't forget to pack warm clothes, rain gears, and motion sickness tablets for the hilly drive. The view throughout this drive was so beautiful. It felt like as if I saw Mount Kailash, and it feels like Shiva is very much in this mountain area in this place. And trust me, I'm having the hygiene because I'm having the acid reflux. So yeah, on the way throughout this place, throughout the drive, on the way to Gangotri, the views are just amazing. You can see snow-capped mountains and some place I'll show you. There's a video that I've taken. I'll post it probably after this. You will see like as if it feels like it is Mount Kailash or Adi Kailash. It's so pretty. Look at the pine trees over here. Look at the mist over here and the fog with the clouds, sun on top and snow-capped mountains. What else do you need? This is all about nature. Nature heals every person from like within others, and trust me, this trip is definitely going to heal me is what I strongly feel. So yeah, I just spread my have the I don't know, I'm seriously very speechless seeing the view, the place and everything. We have we have to walk 1.5 kilometers now to the temple. As usual, you will see all the Rudrakshi malas, Japamalas, Kasturi, all tiny shops, food, everything here before you enter. Entrance of Gangotri, I think. We have reached Gangotri temple. We reached Gangotri temple. We also gave VIP. We took VIP passes, paying 500 rupees, and we finished the darshan within 5 or 10 minutes. I guess not even 10 minutes. I think 5 minutes it was done. So this is the origin place of Ganga on the banks of river of Bhagirathi. It's called as Bhagirathi here. Goddess Ganga is known as Bhagirathi here, and the nearest the way to reach this place is by cab, by bus or any four-wheelers that you will get. And yeah, the nearest airport is Jolly Grant Airport. So you can see that is the temple behind me, and I'll let you know the story of Gangotri and Ganga Maiya's importance in the next part. This temple was originally built in the early 18th century by the Gorkha commander Amar Singh Thapa, and it remains a vital stop on Chardham Yatra. Dedicated to Ma Ganga, the temple stands right beside the powerful Bhagirathi river, which later becomes Ganga after merging with Alaknanda in Devprayag. Just behind the temple flows the icy Bhagirathi river. A few steps away is the Bhagirath Shila, where King Bhagirath is believed to have meditated to bring goddess Ganga to earth from heavens in order to cleanse the sins of ancestors. Pleased by his devotion, Lord Shiva agreed to receive the powerful river in his matted locks, that is his jata, and he gently released her onto the earth, and that is how it is said she descended, blessing this land with purity, life, and liberation. There are 4 temples here, Ganesha, Shiva, Shivling you will see, Ganesh you will see, Hanuman and Bhagirathi. So the main temple here is in Gangotri. This is one of the most important and sacred and definitely very significant temple when it comes to Chardham Yatra, and this comes second. The reason being there is a place called Surya Kund and Gauri Kund here. It is said that that is where exactly Shiva sat and took Goddess Ganga on his jata. So yeah, we are going now there. You have to just cross the Ganges. So there's a bridge, and post the bridge you will find the Surya Kund or Gauri Kund.
जय गंगा मैया।
Jai Ganga Maiya. हाँ हाँ हाँ
लाइक कमेंट शेयर।
हाँ thank you. See, again I got another subscriber. It always happens in all my vlogs, right? So like, comment, share, subscribe, guys.
जय श्री गंगा जी, आप सभी का गंगोत्री में स्वागत है। देखिए, जैसे कि नाम से उच्चारण होता है, गंगा उतरी गंगोत्री। गंगोत्री वही जगह है जहाँ पे गंगा जी सबसे पहले जो भगवान शिव की जटाओं में उतरी हैं। भगीरथ महाराज की तपस्थली भी इसको कहा जाता है। यहीं पे बैठ के आपको भगीरथ शिला दिखाएंगे। यहीं पे भगीरथ महाराज ने बैठ के गंगा जी की तपस्या की 5500 वर्षों तक। अब सब स्वर्ग भगवान विष्णु के चरणों से गंगा जी निकलते हुए ब्रह्मा जी के कमंडल में रही। तब भगीरथ महाराज ने जब तपस्या की, तब शिव जी के जटाओं में गंगा जी यहीं पर उतरी हैं। यहाँ पे मुख्य गंगा जी का मंदिर जो आप ऊपर देख पा रहे हैं, और मुख्य धारा गंगा जी के सामने है। जो गंगा जी जो त्रिपदगामिनी है। उसके अलावा यहाँ पे सूर्य कुंड है, जहाँ पे जो है कहते हैं कि भगवान सूर्य को गंगा जी अर्घ देते हुए गिरी हैं। उसके आगे गौरी कुंड है, यहाँ पे पार्वती जी ने तपस्या करके एक शिवलिंग स्थापित किया। वहीं पर गंगा जी इसके ऊपर गिरती हैं, जो कि गंगा जी कम होने के कारण दिखती हैं। आजकल गंगा जी का प्रभाव तेज है, ग्रीष्म ऋतु के कारण ये दिख नहीं रहा, दिखेगा नहीं। और यहाँ पे गौमुख ग्लेशियर है, यहाँ से 18 किलोमीटर ट्रैक है। आप ट्रैकिंग करके जा सकते हैं, वहाँ पे गाड़ी नहीं जाती है।
अच्छा।
और उसके ऊपर तपोवन है। तपोवन में शिवलिंग में पीक है। कहा जाता है कि यहीं पे जो है भगवान शिव की जटाओं में गंगा जी आई। ये जो क्षेत्र गंगोत्री है, इसको बैकुंठ कहा है गया है। जस्ट इस बैकुंठ, जब नारद जी पृथ्वी पर आए थे तो सबसे पहले इनको जो बैकुंठ, उनको जो फीलिंग आई बैकुंठ वाली, वो यहीं पर आई है। और इसके आगे गौमुख ग्लेशियर है 18 किलोमीटर। हाँ, गंगा जी यहाँ से उतरी है।
अच्छा।
अब वो प्रदूषण के कारण जो 21 किलोमीटर चला गया है, क्योंकि प्रदूषण तो आप सबसे अपील है, प्रदूषण कम कीजिए और सब एक बार सपरिवार गंगोत्री आइए। हर हर गंगे।
हर हर गंगे। लाइक, कमेंट, शेयर कीजिए।
जरूर जरूर, सौभाग्य है सर। आप लाइक, कमेंट और शेयर जरूर करें, ये बिटिया का है ना। इनका चैनल जय गंगा।
हर हर महादेव। The water was freezing cold, and I just bowed to her, touched her, and with my folded hands, I held her in my palms, praying with utmost purity of intention to protect and cleanse all my sin. A gentle reminder and a friendly advice for all travelers and devotees. This is not just a river, this is a sacred goddess Ganga who resides in Lord Shiva's matted locks. Please avoid dipping your feet in Ganges or washing your dirty clothes here. Let's keep her clean and sacred. We are crossing this bridge now. See the flow of Goddess Ganga. See how she's flowing. The current that's taking, my god. Can you hear the gushing sound? I don't know if you can even hear my voice. Am I audible? My mic is completely gone. I have to purchase a new mic, so please bear with me. This is the bridge that we take towards the Gauri Kund, and there's another bridge that we have to cross, as the Pandit ji told. Once that is done, you'll get a Kedar Ganga, and then you will find Gauri Kund, where exactly Shiva sat down to take Goddess Ganga on his Jata, and then she saved the earth from overflowing and flooding, and got divided into 7 streams. Surya Kund Pandav Gufa Marg. So Pandit ji mentioned that Pandavas stayed here when they came for exile. They stayed in one of the guhas here. That's a cave here, and they waited until the exile got over, and then they came this side. And towards this place, they went to Mana village to attain moksha. This is another bridge which we have to cross. Second pull or bridge that we have to cross to reach the Gauri Kund. According to the ancient legends, Surya Dev, the sun god, once meditated here to offer his devotion to goddess Ganga. The radiant energy of sun met the icy flow of Ganga, and from the divine union emerged this powerful stream known as Surya Kund. The water here forcefully gushes down rocky cliffs into deep crevices, forming a natural pool called Kund. It is said that this is where the sun god blessed earth with heat and life even in the coldest Himalayan heights, the balance of fire and ice. Ganga, in her true form, was fierce, vast, and unstoppable. If she had descended on earth directly, her force would have destroyed the planet. To save the world, Mahadev gently released her to earth and divided her flow into seven sacred streams to balance, and she could reach many corners of the land. Seven streams are Bhagirathi, Alaknanda, Mandakini, Rishi Ganga, Saraswati, Nandakini, and Pindar, each flowing in different regions. After crossing that bridge and that waterfalls, you'll see you have to come all the way down from there and you'll see this board. So Gauri Kund is this side. It says point 1, Surya Kund is that side, Bhagirath Shila is there, Ganga Ma Mandir is there. So this is how we have to go. Walking towards Gauri Kund. So people, if in case you want to use restroom, if you don't want to use the public toilet shauchalaya, which is near the parking space, you can ask near the ashram here where I showed you the signboard, right? You can ask them for a permission if you're a sugar patient or if you're pregnant or in case of emergency. The toilets were really very neatly maintained. The flush bins were working, and also they have wash basins and very neatly maintained. It's an ashram. So after that, now we are heading towards Gauri Kund. Surya Kund ke theek bagal mein there is Gauri Kund, and you can see the stream here. Walking now, almost reached. So neatly mentioned, sabhi dharm ka mool dhan इंसानियत है. So please be kind, guys. This is your main landmark towards Gauri Kund. We were not able to figure out where exactly it is. They kept saying 100 meters, 200 meters. Finally we found it. Since the flow is really heavy, he said you can't see the shibling, submerged shibling, but you can see where it was. Let's see if we can. According to ancient legends, this is where goddess Parvati, known as Gauri, performed intense penance to win the heart of Lord Shiva. It is said she meditated here alone in the harsh conditions of Himalayas, braving the cold, hunger, and silence to merge her soul with Mahadev. Moved by her deep devotion, he appeared here before her and accepted her as his wife. Hence the name Gauri Kund. We were so lucky to actually spot Mahadev's image, if you can see here, right near the immersed Shivling. This is like Shivling, this particular portion. Maybe if it was not, snow was not heavy, you could see submerged, but now you can't. The water also is thrown like Shiva standing there. See that jata there. Oh my god, you can see the yellow one, you see the face? You guys can see the face, the yellow one? It's slowly becoming. Felt super lucky to feel the presence of Mahadev in every form in this Devbhoomi here. Well, after we started walking back, we saw a number of food stalls lined up just near the temple, and we were super hungry, so we started ordering and we started eating. Who can ever miss the taste of Pahado Wali Maggi? The yummy and ultimate comfort food for every Maggi lover, especially in the Himalayas. Hot Maggi plus cold mountains is nothing but pure bliss, and probably this is what mountain memories are made of. Not to forget, must try momos and jalebi too, but do not expect cheap prices here. Food may be simple and costly, but the love and warmth of locals make every bite memorable. Something that I never want to miss, Pahado Wali Maggi, yet to taste. That is the Anand Bhairav Baba Mandir, which also has Hanuman ki murti. And this is the route. As you come back from Gangotri, this is called as Bhairav Ghati. Bhairav matlab Kala Bhairav. This is Kala Bhairav. Sorry about my kumkum. They've randomly kept it like just like that. This is Kala Bhairav Mandir, but Anand Swarupa Mandir. It is Anand Bhairav Mandir. It is called as Anand Bhairav Mandir. The reason being, here you will see Vaishnav Roop, that is a very Shant Roop of Kala Bhairav, but not Ugra Rupa that you see you see it in Kashi. So you will see a very smiling face, but you will not see a Pashu here, nor you will see a dog, Kala Bhairav sitting on a dog. So it is a different kind of temple over here. Yeah, that's about it. So whenever you come to any whenever you come to any Shiva temple, you should always visit Bhairav Mandir, without which it is a क्या बोलते हैं, आधा अधूरा kind of, मतलब it is a, what do you say, like, okay, whatever, I guess you guys could understand. So yeah, even when you go to Kedarnath, so even when you visit Kedarnath, you will see Bhairav Baba Mandir right opposite Kedarnath temple. But you have to walk at least somewhere 2 to 3 kilometers, I guess. After 2 to 3 kilometers of walking, you will find Bhairav Baba's Mandir in Kedarnath, for which I am truly excited. Let's see how that goes too. Har Har Mahadev. Going on. These people have come to Chardham Yatra. Today they have come, and 22 people have come from their family. All men are cooking. They're making techa, lasun and mirchi techa, dal and everything, and they gave us food also. Sure, we finished it. It was yum. It's a family. Something unusual. I was so tired and hungry, I totally forgot to even record what was made for dinner. Well, this was my dinner plate. Super tired. And just like that, my another divine journey of Gangotri comes to an end. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.